It's pronounced liqueur. Yo, what's up? It be me, liqueur, and you are now tuned into the podcast. I'm the podcast Queer, where we talk about queer subjects all the queer time. Why? Because we need to let go. So today I was scrolling through TikTok, YouTube, and all the other things, and I got to get this off my mind. I felt so much more of a clear mind and a headspace. It was a lot that I was going through. However, it's through everything that I went through that I still remain myself. And what I mean by that is this. I take medication, right? My medication that I have prescribed for me for one pill, it was $11 just for one pill, okay? For a whole thing of pills, it was $138, and this is without insurance. So, big ups to everybody who, yeah. I just had to put that out there. Anyway, so like one of those pills is a pack of cigarettes, basically. And you had to think about it. If I can just get a pack of cigarettes versus that one pill, you know, I'm just saying, do the math. Anywho, so I want to talk about this subject, and I want to put this into your mind here, okay? I got my dogs out, so you might hear the dogs in the background this time because it's beautiful outside. And like I said, we are unapologetically who we are. So we living in this day and age now, and I'm just gonna be raw and as real as I could, as you should, like the young folks say. Anywho, so think about this. You know how you have your phone, your tablet, or whatever your device is, and you got a charger that's the best charger ever. Like, it charges flat. Like, you plug it in, you ain't gotta wait like maybe a minute, and it's plugged. It's charged fully. Your battery is just zooted up. Now, just imagine somebody taking that charger. You paid a lot of money. You put in work, sweat equity to get that charger, and somebody just takes it as they own and walking around with it, and then had the audacity to come over to your house and plug it into your outlet and use it. And then you say to them, hey, ain't that at my charger? And they arguing you up and down. And you have bedazzled it out. You bejeweled it. You got your initials and everything on it, but they are swearing up and down that is theirs. That, my dear friend, what's up, Cancer season? Because I'm a Cancer, 7/16. That, my dear friend, is what I would like to say is the epitome of draining of the energy. You see, if you ever felt like you've been down and troubled and you need some love and care, think about it as that. And I said to myself a lot, there's been times, and I just now figured out, like, man, I go around certain people and I can feel cool, get off the phone with them, and I feel energized, and yeah, that was cool, I really had a fun time. And then I can go around other people, and be like, man, I feel like a box of rocks. You know? Like, I came in there all knowledge and power and left out with a box of rocks. You see, this is where it comes into the saying that energy is neither created nor destroyed, but it is transferred from one person to the other. So you have to understand that it's just like a napkin. You know that, put it this way, it's when you're sick and you have maybe a towel that you might, spit in, or you might blow your nose or something like that, and people will just flip it and fold it until they can find a corner that's clean, and then they throw it away. That is the same thing how energy works, especially if you are an empath, if you are a light seed, if you're a star worker, if you are a spiritual being, and you hanging around people who ain't really about that. Now, I'm going to help and free somebody today. I know that there's been people who have been hanging around people, and you leave them and you just feel drained, man. You feel like a box of motherfucking rocks. But however, you can be around other people and you feel, cool. Like, no stress. And you may even feel mediocre sometimes. See, I'm going to help you out today. What you have to understand, or needs to know and understand, is that it's all about the energy that you produce. If energy is not created nor destroyed, but is transferred from one person to the other, what makes you not think that if you go over someone's house, home, or whomever, and they have a bad day. Okay, and let's say that, and let's use this analogy. They having a bad day. You good, you uplifted in spirits, you go over there, you say, you can sense something is wrong, and you speak to the person, and they tell you everything that's going on. However, they don't allow you to breathe. They don't. You can be like, oh wow, well this is what you can do, and that, and it don't matter whatever it is that you say. All they doing is just me. It's like a gnat flying around your head, landing in your drink. You know what I'm saying? And now you got to throw it away. You go and fill up your drink again, and here comes the gnats to come bother you again. What I'm saying to the collective, what I'm saying to all you beautiful queer people out there, is that that's what it is to hang with low vibrational, low energy people. You see, the reason why you are able to go around, it don't matter if you're having a bad day or a good day. And believe me, we do have our bad days. I have my days where it's like, damn, I don't have nobody to call and talk on to. I got to hold my own self up. And there'll be times when I can call on people. My mother, I can call on. There's a friend that might call, and she may say something to me, and it may be something I'm like, damn, I would just, and not being mean or anything like that, but there's going to be a way where that energy can be transferred or created. It can't be created or destroyed, but it can be transferred. So that negative energy, that up, that down feeling that I have, it can be transferred over into something positive. Okay, and then by me listening to the friend or the friend that coming into your life, and they telling you something, when you feel like, damn, okay, now your energy's connected, you say, hey, we find some common ground, and before you know it, y'all transferring energies, and now it's that balance. When it gets bad is when you are around people who everything you say, you can say, well, they can be like, man, I went on and got this job, and I caught the bus, but I was late for the bus, and there's nothing positive about it. And you say, well, you know what, maybe it just wasn't your time. Maybe universe is just letting you know you need to chill and sit back, or you need to be positive in the whole situation. And they'll tell you always thinking something positive and stuff. You're not thinking this and that. I don't want to be positive. Let me tell you this. They just told you exactly what it is. They just sat there and said they don't want to be positive. They'd rather just sit down and just be that toxic. They want you to be a toxic garbage dump. That's what it is. And they're just spewing out all of this anger and this hate and this rage, and you're trying to give your opinion to them. However, they're not taking in consideration that, maybe it's a reason for it all, because they don't have an understanding or knowing. Because all they see is this charger that they can plug in, and they can charge up their phone in a minutes flat, seconds flat, and they can go on about their business. Now, I guarantee you this: if you were to be in the vicinity of them, and you wanted to talk something that was bothering you, how many times have you talked to somebody that was bothering you, and they act like they ain't hear a lick of word that you said? You sitting there like, man, today this is what happened, and you not trying to complain. You're not trying to complain at all. And I'm going to tell you this, the reason why they don't want to hear it is because who wants to hear somebody complaining about something? Who wants to hear that negative talk? But it's different if I'm saying it, because I just need to get this out. However, let it be something that's being said on your end. How do they respond? Do they listen? Are they really paying attention? Because you can hear, but are you listening? It's a difference. And that is just what I wanted to put upon you today when it comes to energy vampires, when it comes to people just sucking out of your energy and trying. And the thing is, I've brought this up because there's been many times I've been around people and I left feeling depleted. Like I did a triathlon and I don't even run. And I would ask myself, why do I feel this way? Like, why do I feel so down? Like, it's sometimes you can pick up on their feelings, their emotions. It's because they see a light in you that is so wonderful, so beautiful, that they don't have, and they're trying to find any and every way that you can. I want to smarten you up today and tell you this: if you can't share my glory, if you can't share my pain, you don't need to hear anything that I'm speaking of. If I come to you, I should be able, if you can come to me with it, and with the question and with something that's going on, I should be able to come to you. And I'm going to tell somebody something like this too. If you have that feeling in your mind, in your body, in your soul, in your heart, And it gives you that feeling like, I can't go to this person and talk to him. I can't do this. What you need to do is go on ahead. I got to let him in. He's trying to get in. Let him go ahead. Let him go on in there. And then see just exactly how the outcome's going to be. Yo, I got to go and wrap this up because my baby needs to come inside. And he's ready to come in as you hear him out there yiping. But I just wanted to put this up on your mind. I tell you this today. Preserve your energy for people who are actually going to need it. Because you're going to need that same energy one day. As I always say, always strive to be and choose your higher self. All is well, beloved.